Today we will be looking at the EZA for TEQ Shenron, and yes, I am excited because I got my favorite unit. Well, somehow Omega Shenron turned into my favorite unit this celebration, even though he might not be the best. Now, I'm obviously not running the full GT Saga team for one reason, and that's because I want to showcase each unit before I really go into events and do things. So let's just get this EZA showcase up out of here. Omega Shenron I will eventually do his showcase, probably even next. But yeah, this team is more like a showcase team for a specific unit, because I feel like if we run the full Shadow Dragon team, like this unit's gonna get overlooked by the other broken Omega Shenron units. Like, they're all so busted, right? It's gonna be hard to just pay attention to one unit, right? Unless I do something like this where there's like multiple older characters and we could just specifically focus on SYN. So I think actually this is not even all that bad, right? I mean, we have the orbs. Well, damn, I guess we have the damage reduction, but we don't have. All right, I'll do this because he's gonna get key. Yes. All right, perfect. So we do end up getting a super attack. Now, this is a full extreme team, so we are getting the full Rose buff right here. Like, Rose is completely fine. Now, we don't have the links, so I mean that's gonna be a thing. So his attack stats are gonna be a bit lower. We are coming into just some random red zone event. This is what, the Majin Buu Vegeta red zone event. Yeah. I like when I do these EZA showcases and stuff like that, I love to go into like content that people do not go into, just to get a good look at what the content in general, right? This is a fight. I go into like the more broken the unit, I typically do that. Like, the more broken the unit, I typically go into a showcase that's like meant for that type of unit. TEQ Shenron, he's gonna be like, he's a slot 1 god defensively turn 1, and on this team with Omega Shenron and his support everywhere, his damage reduction is gonna be good even after the first turn is over, right? So yeah, Omega is now here to play. Now, we actually don't need to pop that active skill. Actually, I should have put Rose's ass in slot 1 so we can get the full damage and stuff right now, but it is what it is. Let's just have Omega destroy Qui right here. Of course, I'm gonna hold back on his active. I mean, yeah, into his active until we need to use it, right? Still a 30 million attack stat. So when I do his video, of course, I'm probably gonna want him at level 10 links as well, right? And he's not like Big Bad Bosses is not yet like. Oh my god, what? One of the most rarest well, no, that's not even a KO screen. One of the rarest animations in the game, period. And this is not such a bad thing. I'm actually gonna keep him in slot 1 just due to interest. So this guy, he's looming at 250,000 HP. I don't really quite remember how many orbs I collected, but I collected enough to get the 40% damage reduction right here. I don't know if I quite got 7. Don't remember. But it doesn't matter. That damage reduction is gone. And yeah, so, I mean, we're locked. So there was literally nothing I could do about this. I have to keep him in slot 1 position. So this is perfect to see. I mean, he does have the double Omega damage reduction as well. Yeah, so it's technically at like, what? Is it 60 or is it 80? What is his damage reduction at right now? Because he's getting 10% from both the Omegas this turn. He had 20. Does he have 20 just starting off? No, I think he gets 20 from 2 orbs, 20 from 4, and then, yeah. I mean, but he ate that, right? This was the no active skill. Yeah, that active skill turns up the team. I did a lot of test running before I like did this video, bro, and Omega's team, offensively at least, is ridiculous. Defensively is really good too, but offensively, man, it's crazy. 30 million in slot 3. Grade 8 Vegeta might be seeing a come up, bro. Hold on. 18 million, 12 key additional, huh? Revisit showcase soon. Hold on, I might have to do the... Oh yeah, that video is definitely gonna come out sooner or later. Yeah. So we're actually gonna have him link with Omega next turn, which is what I want. Like I said, no, Rose, no, you bum. I was gonna put Rose in slot 1. What item do I have? Nope, Oise. God damn it. You bum. Rose's gonna be looking like a bum all vid. I guess that's not really that bad though. I mean, I guess that should sort of be part of the point of why I'm doing this, right? So Rose doesn't look super awesome and magnificent. Do I just pop? Yeah, I mean, we do have 2 Omegas, so we can afford to just pop 1 right now. Yeah, and SYN Shenron's about to just look good as hell. Not to mention Omega, bro.
To bring about the justice I desired, I needed the perfect sympathizer as my ally. In this timeline, there is no one who can stop us. We have all the power here. The 2 of us alone. Since the minus energy was released, it's now a matter of time before this planet is dead. I can feel the planet dying underneath me.
Yeah, let's put him in slot 2. I mean, does this drop? 7. Yeah, that's exactly the number we were looking for. Now, I might have made a mistake. Didn't really think about it. But Omega might just kill this guy. Didn't even think about that. No. Good. Good. Amazing. Magnificent. Amazing. So now we get to see SYN at pretty much full power right here. So 28 million. As a matter of fact, I forgot to mention, he's 90%. He's 1 dupe off of 100%. Sadly. But it is okay. So he's breaking this 30 million threshold, right? And I'm sure with all the other Omegas are running around, he's going to look a lot better, right? Like all the other support Omegas that they have dropped, SYNs, the LR Battlefield, the Super EZA Omega, man, like they did cook. Indeed, they cooked magnificently. Yeah. So, like I said, who would I do next after this SYN? Let me see Vegeta's defense. 200,000. It's not that much, but I can afford to put in slot 1 for certain though. I do sort of want to save some of those rainbow orbs for Buhan. Okay, but I do want to get as close to 24 key as possible with this guy. All right, that's good. That's good. That's good. This team feels real good, and this is not like, this is like a B team. Like this is maybe, honestly, now that I'm looking at this team's a little insane, is it not? Like I'm just running like this. These old school LRs, especially around Omega, is like Rose's getting extra damage. Everybody on this team is getting extra damage. Buhan's gonna be around 7. He's gonna be a 76% damage reduction instead of 66 now, right? So even Buhan's sort of like defensively insane, right? Like this team is sort of like very capable of like a lot of events. I might run this team in like one of the newer events and see how this does, right? A setup like this, sort of similar to this. All right, we can actually, damn, what I was gonna say is we can afford to do this. Yeah, well, but I know instantly this guy. So this is 7 orbs right here. Let's just test it out. I don't think Kid Buu hits extremely hard in the very beginning. So I think we can afford to put him in Salt 1 to see if he gets supered immediately, which we don't. Okay. Oh, so this guy builds up damage reduction. This Kid Buu. So he's going to be a tanky guy. Well, unless we start critting. Oh, yeah, it's SYN. Yeah, go crazy. Go crazy. Wait, did the domain wear off yet? No. We still have one more. I think this is the last turn, as a matter of fact. Then we could use the other domain. I like how fast and crispy his animations are compared to Gogeta. Gogeta's, his 12 key's pretty fast, but his 18 key, golly, it takes forever, man. He's just not gonna super. Well, Rose, I'm pretty sure Rose is gonna be fine regardless of if he gets hit before the super hit in comes. Got extra damage reduction. Yeah, Omega is insane, bro. Just all extreme class allies for 2 turns, that extra 10% damage reduction. Bro, what are they thinking? Oh, well, yeah, I didn't even really think about this. But yeah, I'll do this. I'll turn this on first, skip, and then I'll pop the Rose active skill. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pop the Zamasus because I haven't seen Zamasus in a while.
I will obliterate you. As I show you the power of my divine might. Age of gentlemen!
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we're gonna just leave him as Zamasu as well because Zamasu doesn't get enough love. And plus, we're gonna have some damage reduction because of the Omega. So Zamasu's gonna be fine with the guard plus a little bit of damage reduction, as a matter of fact, which is sort of funny. Not a lot of bosses are actually going to be able to do too much damage to the guy. Especially with the normals. Yeah, all normals on the game. He's good. I think this guy on this team is actually a buff. Yeah, this guy being able to be ran with Omega is a huge W, as a matter of fact. This is like... I think this is the biggest W of the celebration, is that these guys can be ran together. And they work like incredibly well together. Yeah. And then Grade 8 Vegeta's gonna finish the job. They cooked. They did such a good job with these characters. They did. They really did. They really outdid themselves, man. Oh, Vegeta. Oh, we get the additional. Okay, cool. I'm like, man, Vegeta, what the hell is that? What the hell? Okay. So, I guess my quick analysis is that Omega's broken. SYN is really good. Especially as a sub EZA. Now, of course, like I said, we are taking like this slow. Taking this one step at a time. We most definitely are going to start taking all these guys into difficult shit. Like I said, let's just get a look at this guy. Since I did stage 4, let's do the stage 4 on the other... On this one, let's see what this guy's looking like over here. I typically like to do this, right? When I do my showcases, right? For EZAs, like I just go into the first 2 fights, right? So I went to stage 4 for Goku's red zone, so now I'll do it in Vegeta's and vice versa. So I guess the next video I'll do is probably like Baby, or you know, Super EZA Omega Shenron, or maybe the battle for one of those guys, and then what I'll do is I'll take them into like, you know, a red zone stage, and then I'll take them into the opposite red zone stage, right? Similar to this one. So we can actually get a good, decent look at this guy, yeah. Omega's just going to kill, so actually what I'll do... Actually, this is the 100% damage reduction turn of Legend, right? On this turn, this guy has 100% damage reduction. Yep, that's one rainbow orb right there. And then here's another one. So yeah, this guy literally is invincible for this first turn right here, which is pretty good. It's really good that we got that in the video. His damage is not bad, right? Like I said, I feel like he's gonna look a lot better when he's next to all the guys, right? When he's next to everybody, I've already seen it. As a matter of fact, like when he's next to everybody and they're all synergized up, his attack stat is way higher. He's in that 50 million, 40 million territory, bro. He's like, he's way better. But yeah, bro, like I love this game. Thank you for getting bro. So technically, I have every character, right? So it actually worked out perfectly. I've got both the extreme units on my global account and both the super units on my JP account, right? Which is pretty good, right? I sort of like how it's worked like that. I sort of like that, right? Because you can run them on their team, right? Like the extreme units, you can run them together. The super units, you can run them together. And LR Gohan, so I made a video on them already. Gohan, Trunks, and Goten are looking pretty goddamn good. Like, I'll just say it like that. Like, they look... I said it in my video. I think maybe just as good as Omega Shenron, right? Like, this next Dokkan Fest, because this is not like a part 3. This is just like the end of the celebration, start of a new celebration LR. Typically it would be a Dokkan Fest TUR, but for the one time since we're leaving an anniversary level campaign, they're sort of coining it as a part 3, even though it's officially not a part 3, right? But they're sort of coining this next Dokkan Fest LR as like part 3, but it has nothing to do with the campaign we just did, right? Which is sort of genius. It's like the carryover hype. It's just wordplay. It's just chess at this point, right? And, you know, it's just a little dimensional chess. Now, actually, now that I'm looking at rotations, I'm definitely going to do this. You know what? As a matter of fact, I might want to even do this now a bit sooner, right? We've seen it once this video. When we do his video, we'll look at it 1,000 times. We'll look at the domain active skill 10 million times when we go in the fight. Well, you'll see it, bro. Trust. You don't need to pop it right now. Yeah, I do think keeping these guys linked up is just the best thing to do. This is just the best thing to do. How much damage? 0? 200k? Okay. So this Boo got some bite, bro. And if we don't dodge. Oh, we do dodge. Okay. If we didn't dodge that right there, that was actually death. So what typing is he? STR. So obviously, after that first initial turn, this is why I love to go into both fights. After that initial first turn, you don't put him in Salt Mode, right? I guess if I had the other Omega Shenron damage reduction buff active as well, which do I have it active or not? I'm not quite sure. Don't quite remember. I like how quick this super attack is as well. I like Omega Shenron in general. I think they did a phenomenal job with Omega Shenron. I think they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were cooking, bro. And now this is probably Vegeta's best team. I know like Giant 8 Power is pretty good, but he's not a GT hero, so that can interfere with some of these characters' kits, right? He's also an extreme character, so you know, like Super EZA, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and Super EZA, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, like they actually get damage reduction from just having super type allies on a team, right? Or GT heroes, which Vegeta is not either. So I guess just doing this would probably be the smart thing to do. Let's actually pop this.
To achieve our virtuous plan, the Zero Mortals plan, we are sentencing the most unsightly beings to the heaviest punishment.
All right, actually, I'll leave AGL Rose in slot 1. Why am I gonna do that? I want to see how the support affects him. Well, I mean, if he gets hit, yeah, he's not taking any damage after those first 2 hits, bro. It's not happening. Yeah, does this stun or anything like that? What type of super is this? Stun seal. Seal. Okay. Well, that's an impressive, that's, I don't know, bro. I can't not glaze that as like, is that not just like the best 2-turn support in the game? Just 10% damage reduction, bro, and some crit. That's pretty good, man. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty good. It's pretty good, man. For 2 turns, dude. Like, forget 1 rotation. No, both. You have 2 Omegas, it's 20%. They're floating everywhere. But yeah, I think looking at SYN SHENRON, I think it's apparent he's not like a slot 1 character. He's a support character. You put him in slot 1 immediately after that turn. You put him in slot 2 and let him have fun. He's an orb changer. So have fun with that. He can get additionals. He can hit pretty hard. Like I said, and this is just a sneak peek of him. You got to come back to see him at his full potential. I'm not going to lie. But damn, we cleared that significantly faster. But yeah, I think they did a pretty good job with this EZA SYN SHENRON. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do Baby next. If not Baby, probably the Prime Battle